did wander, I thought upon the banks of Coil, I thought upon my Nancy, and I minded the witching smile that caught my youthful fancy. At length I reached the bonny glen, where every life I sported. I passed the mills and trysting thorn, where Nancy aft I courted. Was I but my Indian maid, down by her mother's dwelling, and turned me round to hide the flood that in my een was swelling. Like a rose, shine pale like Connie lily. She sang within my arms and cried, art thou my Indy Willie? By him who made yon sun and sky, by whom true love's regarded, I am the man, and thus may still true lovers be rewarded. The wars are o'er, and I'm come home, and find thee still true-hearted, though poor and weary, rich in love, and may we ne'er be parted. 'Cause she, my grandsire, left me gown, a maiden blemished fairly, and come my faithful soldier lad, you're welcome to it dearly.
A lovely wee tune there by Tannahill Weavers called The Soldier's Return. Next up we have a request from Marjorie Cool. It says, hi Ewan, Susan and Tiger, could you please play Captain Cameron and Scotland Well, two great tunes by John Ellis, and it's dedicated to George Cool because it's his birthday on Monday. So I hope you have a fabulous birthday tomorrow, George, and here is a request just for you. Very distinctive sound there indeed of the John Ellis Highland Country Dance Band, playing that one for George Cool, who celebrates his birthday tomorrow. So we've got lots of requests, so we'll keep going and we'll try get through as many as we can on tonight's show. Hopefully we'll be able to fit all of them in. I think I counted about 23 requests, which is a lot, but I'm sure that it's all great tunes that you'll all enjoy. The next one is a request for a tune, a lovely tune indeed. It comes from, on my list somewhere, Joanne Renton. Where are you? There you are. Welcome back. Andy did a great job while you were away. Please can I ask you to play the Dark Island for all my friends on the Shindig and Staggerin, and to yourself and Tiger. Well, here for you is a lovely instrumental version of it by a well-known accordionist. It's Tom Alexander, MBE.
Galloway.
I'm your man.
Well, that was yours truly, if you hadn't worked that one out, and it was a request actually for the tune The Dam Busters March. Now, it's from Marge Rankin. She says, welcome back, Ewan and Tiger. Andy did a great job while you were gone. Would you please play the great set of tunes, including the Dam Buster March from the recent Take the Floor broadcasts? But because it is BBC copyright, unfortunately, I cannot play it on the show. So hopefully that track from my own album, Perfect Timing, will have been okay. And hopefully you enjoyed that track. But nice to see that you're tuned in and hope you're enjoying the show. Hopefully it's working for you. I noticed a few people having technical problems with Facebook and YouTube tonight. I have no idea why, and I'm afraid that I cannot give you any more answers apart from maybe listen on www.radiogh.co.uk and it might work a wee bit better. Solver Hagen has tuned in and hopefully he can hear me loud and clear. He's asked for some music from Norway. So here's a thing called A Little Polka by Solv Strand and Andrew Walter. Great playing here from two fabulous accordionists. Lovely Norwegian music there from two fabulous accordion players, Solv Strand and Andrew Walter. Next up, we're going to have a set of Shetland reels here. The request was to have a track, any track at all, with the tune The 60 Fathom reel in it, and this was requested by Iris Sanderson up there in Shetland. So starting off with a chord, and away we go with the Cullevo Band. And you can just tell why that track is so worthy of a round of applause like that. Swinging along very nicely and very enjoyable. That was the Cullivo band there, and playing a great set of reel, starting off with the 60 Fathom reel, requested there by Iris Sanderson. Now, next up, where we go have, let's have a track here, a very special track and very important track as well. It's Mary's Wedding. We're going to play this by the band of Bobby Brown and the Scottish Accent. Nice swingy band here again. And it's requested here from Julie Crystal. It says, looking forward to tuning in on Sunday. If you could please play either Mary's Wedding or the Highland Wedding, that would be lovely. It's our wedding anniversary on the 27th of October, which was last Friday just past there, and we had both of these tunes at our wedding. So especially for you, Julie and John, and we must mention Monty as well. This is especially for you both, to wish you a very happy wedding anniversary. We're going to have Bobby Brown in the Scottish Accent with Mary's Wedding, and for you two, we're going to follow it with the track Highland Wedding. Yes, two lovely tracks there for John and Julie Crystal, wishing them both a very happy anniversary for the day just passed there on Friday. Now, next up we have something rather interesting. Very rare of Pest, Annie up there in Shetland, to message in saying, not sure I'll make it along on Sunday as we have family here from New Zealand, but could you please play any pipe march, or choice, or Strathspey or something, and could you get someone to go and feed my sheep whilst it's playing ta? Well, at the same time, Mark Robinson up there in Shetland says, the sheep sales were cancelled here due to the weather, so since they're still needing fed, could we have a nice Strathspey for wee Annie, who reached 70 years and 10 earlier in the week. Happy big birthday, Anne. Well, happy birthday to yourself. I hope that you had a fabulous time, and it's lovely that you've got your family over as well to join you for your birthday celebrations. So, speaking of Strathspey, I thought it'd be nice to show you a few videos. You didn't think I was going all the way to Australia not to take any videos for the Shindig, did you? Well, I've managed quite a few videos, so we'll play a couple and have the wonderful playing of Marian Anderson here with a track which you'll recognise a tune in it with the pictures. It's the dance Glengarry Homestead, and you better get out and feed them sheep. Bye. Well, I hope that Annie's sheep have been fed well, and hope, well, they might be able to compete back in the markets there and maybe make a pretty penny for someone. And I hope you enjoyed some of the pictures there that went with the tunes there for the Glengarry Homestead. And there's plenty more of them to come. I've got quite a few. It was extremely blue, extremely warm, but very enjoyable. And myself and Shona were down there playing for the Royal Scottish Country Dance summer school there in Sydney. So it was a great honour to be invited down there, and hopefully not too long before we return and get to see everyone again. So thanks for having us. And we'll keep moving on. I think, speaking of the country dancing there, then we'll maybe have a track from a great band that plays for many country dancings. It's Gordon Shand and his band, and he was recently playing at the Perth Festival weekend, which has just passed yesterday. So here's a country dance called The Kissing Bridge from Gordon Shand and his band from RSCDS, book number 47. Gordon Shander playing a great set of reels from Book 47 of the Royal Scottish Country Dance Society for the dance The Kissing Bridge. Now, I'd like to say congratulations from all our presenters here on Radio GH to everyone that was competing in the Perth All Scottish Accordion Championships, Accordion and Fiddle Championships yesterday. It's held in the Salutation Hotel in Perth, and we'd like to congratulate Alan Small, who has become the All Scottish Accordion Champion for, I think it's the third year in a row. So congratulations, Alan. We're going to play a track from the Lomond Ceilidh Band CD, Back on Track, to celebrate. It's a set of jigs starting off with The Drunken Parson. Alan Small there, playing accordion there with the Lomond Ceilidh Band and the new All Scottish Accordion Champion. So it's still got plenty of time for requests. We've got the Box and Fiddle Diary coming up very shortly, but first of all we have a rendition of Highland Cathedral to play. This is a request from Rena Mulholland, and she's asked if we can please play this for Elaine. She says, I know it's a teary one, but I haven't heard it for a while, and June always warns us before. So best regards to Susan and Simon at Radio GH as well, and hope that Susan and Simon are keeping well. I'm sure they're tuned in tonight if they're able to get through all the problems that's going on with technology online, but hopefully if it's working on the website they'll still be able to get a bit of music for it. So to play for it, there's two brothers here. This is a slightly older CD, but they're the Harvey brothers, and their album is called Tartan Paint. Nice to hear the pipes there on the show tonight. That was the Harvey Brothers with Highland Cathedral. Now, a request here for a track by Graham Mitchell. Anne Robb says, going to visit grandkids for Halloween. Not sure if I'll manage to listen live, but we'll play catch up. Could you please play some Graham Mitchell reels? Now, at the same time, Una says, hi Ewan, do you have a set with the tune James Forrester Rankin in it, written by Andrew Rankin? It's a favourite tune, o me mithers. Well, here it is for you, all lined up in the player and set to go. It's Graham Mitchell and his album Lasting Impression, a really good set of tunes here now. Dirk Commer's Reel, Neil's Maracas, Gordon Patullo's Reel, and finishing off with James Forrester Rankin. Very, very quick track there from Graham Mitchell and his band. I think we'll slow things down this time. I was listening to a piece of music the other day. Actually inspired me that much that I took the accordion out, put it on and wrote the tunes that were in the set. It's an arrangement of waltzes from the Gallo Glass Ceilidh band. And I'm just trying to load it up into the player now. I've played it that much that it's probably not wanting to play it for me. But it's a wee set of waltzes, and it's called the Lee Side Waltz Selection. So hopefully, if I can get this to play, it will work. And that's why I'm speaking lots as it goes. I don't think it's going to go. See, technology. See when you go away for 5 weeks. There we go. I think it's lined up now. The Lee Side Waltz Medley. So see what you think of this lovely set of tunes. Gallo Glass, Caleb Ander. And some lovely music for the Lee Side Waltz medley.
Hi there, this is Andrew Knight from the West Ilford Band. You're listening to the Scottish Shindig on Radio GH with Ewan Galloway.
Some Fiddle News with Pia Walker.
Hello everybody. I am getting webbed feet with all this rain. But it still doesn't stop me from dancing to the wonderful Scottish music we have though. And that's the Perth Festival over for another year. I thoroughly enjoyed dancing to Gordon Shand on the Friday night and meeting up with Derek from the Falkland Islands. He's a long-time dancing partner. I hope he enjoyed it as well. If you're still in the mood for live music, well, there's a great selection this week. On the 29th, you could head to Forfar and hear David Vernon, or you could go to Langham and hear Ian MacPhail. They're both on the same day, so as one is in the afternoon and the other one is in the evening, you could even do both. And then we jump to the 31st, and here we have Glen Rothes, and it's Gavin Piper that's guesting there. And still on the 31st, Sakehill has their club night, and everybody's welcome in Cramlington. And then we're into November, the month of haggis eating, with bands flitting all over the globe for St Andrew's Night. And on the 1st of November, you could go to Dingwall and hear Matthew McLennan Band, and he's on home ground up there, of course. Or you could go to Montrose and hear Wayne Robertson. And then there's 5 clubs on the 2nd. John Stewart Scottish Dance Band will be travelling to Crieff. In Galashiels, Finn Hope Scottish Dance Band will be guesting. You could also go to Isle of Skye on the 2nd and hear Robert Nairn Trio. Or Lewis and Harris, and they have a club night, and of course all are welcome there too. And the last one on the 2nd is Turriff, and they have Frank Morrison Trio. Then I have a conundrum. I have 4th ? Glenfark, and that's because I'm not sure that the 4th is the right date, and they haven't told me who's guesting. So we will quickly jump to the 5th, and there we have Arbroath, and it's David Vernon who's travelled to Arbroath. And Charlie Kirkpatrick Trio will be going all the way down to Gretna to entertain there, and that's probably going to be entertaining. And that's what's happening this week, at least that I know about. If your club wasn't mentioned, or the date was mentioned incorrectly, then tell me to send me their dates, and the correct dates as well. So, until next week, enjoy the music. Bye!
Thank you very much to Pierre for that box and fiddle news. Now, I also know that there's a couple of clubs there that haven't been mentioned, and there's also clubs that I know that Pierre's trying to get the dates from and for. So if you could go to an accordion club, if you do attend one, please speak to the committee and ask them to get in touch with Pierre and give them the dates of the club for the year and the season ahead. Tell them who's playing, the location where it is, and it'll get a mention on Radio GH. I can tell you also that at Gretna, when Charlie Kirkpatrick's playing, if you'd like to see Gordon Young from the Saturday night Gordon's Cayley show, then he'll be in Gretna. So there you go. Another club on tomorrow night though, Monday the 30th, is Newton Grange Club, and they've been struggling for numbers a wee bit, so if you're in the area, please do head along. I know that they would appreciate you visiting them very much. The band playing is Frank Morris. No, it's not. Sorry, Frank's playing at Turriff. I was speaking to Ian Graham. So if Ian Graham's with Frank at Turriff, if you're going there. Newton Grange Club have Robert Whitehead Trio. So it's Robert, Alan Brown on piano, and George Darling tomorrow. 19:15. I was about to say 9 o'clock there. 19:15, 7:15. The club starts. That's naval speak, isn't it? 19:15. And you'll all be made very welcome. If you're as far up as the wonderful land of Shetland, there's a guy, Gallon Uiway, or someone like that, a dodgy box player. He's up there playing on the 16th of November for one night only, and then straight back down for a dance the following night. So that will be interesting. We'll be flying around the country. So I might even head up and hear this Gallon Uiway person myself and see if he's any good or not. In the meantime, back to the music. We're going to have our track from the vinyl vault of the Scottish Shindig show, a track from the 78s. And here is a band called the New Mayfair Orchestra, and side one of the LP, the 78 LP, and it's called Bonnie Scotland. So here's something a wee bit different for you tonight. There we go. The something different, I did say, but lovely sound as well. Like, nice to hear the brass in there. The new Mayfair Orchestra. Now, looking at the chat on the social media channels, there's an accordion club in Oban on Thursday, the 2nd of November, in the Royal Hotel. 7:30 start. Guests are Scott Band Trio. And in Glenfarg, there is an accordion club on Wednesday, the 1st of November, and they have the Scott Carnegie Trio. So if anyone is at the Glenfarg Accordion Club or the Oban Club, please do speak to the committee and ask them to ping Pia an email or a copy or a picture of their season ahead, and I'm sure that Pia will be more than delighted to add it onto her list to let you know every week on Radio GH. And without the magazine, it becomes more and more important to have these dates of clubs advertised, because if we don't know about them, we'll not be able to go there. So speaking of Scott Carnegie, you can hear him on the 1st of November if you go to Glenfarg, and here he is right now on Radio GH with a set of tunes here for the Virginia Reel. Great tune, starting off with a requested tune tonight, Ingram's 35, which was requested from Edna Miles. Scott Carnegie there with the Strathmore Ceilidh Band, and you can hear them at Glenfarg Accordion Club this week. Now, next up is a request, and this one's been a bit harder to find. It's for Cecil Duncan. Probably a long shot. I think that's... You probably got the answer when you said that on the first part of the question. But it does say, I would like to request for everyone listening into the show the track The Cuckoo Waltz from the excellent 1970s vinyl LP Tanzed Finger Volume 1 Polkas and Waltzes by Will Glah. I don't know if that's been a spelling mistake or not. I'm presuming it might have been either that or Will Starr. I'm not sure. But either way, unfortunately, I don't have that record. But I do have Will Starr playing the Cuckoo Waltz from the album The Daddy of Them All, which did come out in 1973. So we'll go with that one in the meantime, and hopefully I'll come across that album at some point. Cuckoo Waltz there by the one and only Will Starr. Fantastic indeed. Now, next up, we're going back up to Shetland, and we're going to have a track from the great Callum Nicholson band here. This comes from the album Showcase of Shetland Music, and it's a request that comes in from Ian Lee from Dundee. Ian Lee has asked us to play a track for all his Shetland friends, and I know that he particularly enjoyed listening to the Callum Nicholson band. So here's a great tune, Teeny o Kruger Firth. Well, someone requested a very lively fiddle player tonight, and that was Elizabeth White. Says, welcome back, Ewan. Would you please play anything by a lively fiddler? Please, love those tunes. Well, that for yourself was a set of lovely French-Canadian tunes there. Next up, it's time to hear a track from our very own late Derek Hamilton with a lovely version of 40 Shades of Green.
I close my eyes and picture the emerald of the sea, from the fishing boats at Dingle to the shores of Donaghadee. I miss the river Shannon and the folks at Skippereen, the moorlands and the meadows with their 40 shades of green. But most of all, I miss a girl in Tipperary town, and most of all, I miss her lips as soft as eider down. Again, I want to see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. I wish that I could spend an hour at Dublin's turning surf. I'd love to watch the farmer drain the bogs and spade the turf, to see again the thatchings of the straw the women glean. I'd walk from Cork to Larne to see the 40 shades of green. But most of all, I miss a girl in Tipperary town, and most of all, I miss her lips as soft as eider down. Again, I want to see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. Most of all, I miss a girl in Tipperary town, and most of all, I miss her lips as soft as eider down. Again, I want to see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green.
Yes, our very own Derek Hamilton there, singing 40 Shades of Green. And I'm going to dedicate that one to Susan and Simon as a request from Bill Stephen from the Gruesome Twosome. Bill and Marie said, hi, Ewan and Tiger and fellow Shindiggers, and hope we're all well, and please play a track of our choice for Susan and Simon. Now, we've got time for a couple more tracks. We are getting near the end of the show, but we have also nearly got through all the requests, so we'll keep going. The next one is for the Curry Brothers from their album Take Free. It's a set of reels of the general election, Miss Jane of Violet Bank, and finishing with a great Bobby McLeod tune, Jean's Reel. And this is requested by the one and only Grant McDrummer, Grant McDougall. So here you go, Grant. A great set of tunes there from the Curry Brothers, and I thought that might catch Sheila's attention there. Sheila being tuned in there, one half of the Dandy Dancers. I hope that Billy is doing well and still singing away. In fact, he might be able to sing along with the next track as well. Now, Donald Todd's tuned in there. Donald said, could you please let the listeners know on the Scottish Shindig that the sponsored sing-a-thon that I did with Ian McPhail has raised a great £255 for the STV Children's Appeal, and he'll be dropping that off at the studios tomorrow afternoon. So congratulations, Donald. That's excellent news, and I'm sure all our listeners will love to congratulate you as well on that excellent afternoon of singing. So, for yourself, we're going to dedicate the next track, which is also requested from Brenda Jones, to yourself. Now, this is an interesting one because Brenda has said, good to have you back. Could you please play any version of the Kilmarnock Centipede? It always gives me a chuckle. And then she's wondering if it's related to the Kukubri one. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe it is, because I've never heard of the Kilmarnock Centipede, so we're going to have to make do with the Kukubri Centipede with William Williamson, the current chair of the RSCDS, singing away.
Ever so proud of every one of her 100 feet. Early every morning her neighbours came to glance. She always entertained them with a beautiful little dance. Her neighbour Jenny Longlegs with jealousy was mad. She went out and bought herself a pencil and a pad. She came a month of mornings and made a careful note of every step the centipede made, and this is what she wrote. Her leg at number 94 gave 95 a shunt. Legs numbers 1 and 2 were twisting out in front, as legs numbers 9 and 10 were wriggling up the side. Legs 73 and 4 were doing the pally glide. And with exact notation young Jenny Longlegs tried to dance just like the centipede. She failed and nearly cried. She grabbed a hold of the centipede. She says, now have a look and tell me how you do these steps I've written in my book. Said, centipede, do I do that? And she tried to demonstrate. She'd never thought of anything before she got in a terrible state. Her 100 legs were twisted. She got tied up in a fankle. She fractured 7 shin bones, 14 kneecaps and her ankle. Her leg at number 94 gave 95 a shunt. Legs numbers 1 and 2 were twisting out in front, as legs numbers 9 and 10 were wriggling up the side. Legs 73 and 4 were doing the pally glide. As legs numbers 1 and 2 were tied to 3 and 4, legs numbers 5 and 6 were trampled on the floor. Leg number 15 was attacked by number 10. 97 and 98 will never dance again. The weaker Kukubri centipede, she suffered terrible pain, and some of us were very surprised she ever danced again. But now she tells her neighbours, everyone that calls to see, never try an explanation of what comes naturally. Her leg at number 94 gave 95 a shunt. Legs numbers 1 and 2 were twisting out in front, as legs numbers 9 and 10 were wriggling up the side. Legs 73 and 4 were doing the pally glide. Legs 73 and 4 were doing the pally glide.
The Scottish Shindig with Ewan Galloway.
Please welcome Leonard Brown.
was Leonard Brown there playing the Crack at Clashmore Hall, and the Kiwi Pipers playing that one for Robin Thompson, who requested that. Says, please can I have this for this Kiwi? So I hope you enjoyed that. Here is a live recording. In fact, no, well, I've got quite a few choices here for this one. This is a track called Bell Viso. Helen up there in Shetland says, could I please have a fast polka to get us all up and dancing? So to play Bell Viso for you is Callum MacLean from the album Accordion Festival. We come to the last track of tonight's Scottish Shindig. I'd just like to say thank you very much for joining me and Tiger. We've had a fantastic night. In fact, Tiger's been sitting here. I've had to move the keyboard so that he can get a nice comfy seat on the desk in front of everything tonight. So we've had a good night. We've had a lot of variety and some great tunes, so thank you very much for tuning in. I just noticed a comment there saying Aileen Blantz is celebrating her birthday on Tuesday, so we'll finish off in a lively style for her so she can have a good dance right now with Jim Johnston, David Smith and the Dancing Strings of Scotland with the Dashing White Sergeant, and we'll see you all next week. Thanks very much, and thanks to Susan for all her great work.